Hello. So this is just basically going to be a meal that I ate this day. Don't even remember what day it is, but that's okay, right? Pretty much every day I start with tea. I don't eat till noon, so I do intermittent fasting, and I've been doing this for maybe like 4 years. So I start with herbal tea because I don't drink caffeine. This is chamomile, and it's so pretty. I think it smells really pretty. I think it looks really pretty. It's just a pretty drink, you know? So instead of just chucking the whole buds in there, I will like crush it with my fingers just to maximize my experience of it. Because while it is cheap to buy these things in bulk, objectively, compared to like buying them in a tea bag, I still want the maximum value, you know? So I decided that chamomile wasn't going to be enough, and I wanted other flowers in this tea. Just feeling floral, feeling girly. And I don't really know what this is at this point, but now I understand that this is hibiscus. And it makes a really pretty color. And I like a lot. That's another reason that I like to maximize, is because I like a lot of flavor. This is
Grandma
rose, which I just discovered by smelling it. Identifying flowers by looking at them when they're dry is not as easy as it might seem. So to make tea, you know how to do it. You put the tea in the cup. This has a strainer instead of a bag, and then you put the hot water over it. And then if you cover it, it makes it steep better. So in this bowl, I already have some vital wheat gluten. And today I'm making some really weird meatballs. And I'm putting non-fortified nutritional yeast for flavor. And then I put this Trader Joe's nutritional yeast, which is fortified with B vitamins, etc. And then you want to thoroughly mix every dry ingredient that you do. So here I'm just assessing what kind of flavors I want. And I don't really know. As you can tell later on in this video, it's going to kind of go off the rails a little bit. And then I'm going to like hone it down. These ended up being cheddar chive chicken meatball things. So this is onion powder. I added a lot. And this is garlic powder. And again, I added a lot. If I had to guess, it's like 3 tablespoons of each. Like I said, maximalist with flavor. And this is cayenne, which is really potent, so I only use a little bit. And then
Whoops.
Here I am filling up like filtered water to make the meatballs. And if you overfill this container, guess what? It will leak out of the bottom if you go past the max fill line. So don't do that with your stuff. But I like a lot of black pepper in everything that I do too. So I seriously spent like 3 whole minutes grinding black pepper into this mix. It was worth it. It tasted good. And it smelled good. And I want it. And pre-ground black pepper could just never. And then we put salt. And as you can tell here, I'm definitely forgetting something that would make all the difference in the world. What could it be? We don't know. We'll find out later.
Duh.
So I need visual cues. Putting those things away made me see this lactic acid, which sounds like it would be a dairy derivative, but it's not. This is a grape derivative. So anytime, absolutely anytime, you're making anything with vital wheat gluten, you need to thoroughly mix those dry ingredients, because once you start mixing wet ingredients in, it's over for you. Like, you're not going to be able to incorporate the dry ingredients evenly. So I put the coconut aminos in. This is like a visual that lets you know how much you're adding, and I add a lot. And then you do water or broth, whatever you want to do. I just don't really fuck with the better than bouillons because they're pretty questionable ingredients. I don't know if I'll always be that way, but maybe. So maybe you could tell earlier that I was going to steam these on the stovetop, but then I decided I would just rather bake them because it was going to be quicker. Because I do this a lot. It's something I do a lot where I'll think I can wait for a meal, and then I'll start getting like really, really hungry and pissed. So I just wanted to minimize the time that it was going to take for me to eat these. So I put chives in there too, dried chives. You can put fresh, that would be way better. Honestly, like, the dried chives don't really come through as well as fresh chives. The only herb that really comes through, in my opinion, about the same level of potency and the same flavor is dill when you dry it as it is fresh. It's obviously better fresh, but it's never going to be as bad as something that is dry that you would eat otherwise. So I roll these into balls. I baked them. I don't know, probably like 350 is my guess. And I started this timer for like 10 minutes. But while you're waiting for those, you can have a nice cup of tea. And look how pretty. And all that, the little floaty things is just like chamomile flowers and petals and stuff. So I really thought this was going to be done at this time, but it's not. So I had to add more time.
Pretty gushy still. Okay, surely this time. Well, they definitely look, they feel, gooey? I don't know. They're not ready. Okay, surely this time, right? Oh no, they cooked too long and now they're rolls. Shit. They smell good though. Well, okay. Well, that looks good. They're meatball-y. Well, I burnt my tomatoes. Whatever. They feel gooey. I don't know. They're too hot to taste right now. I'll just cut one. They're too far from a meatball and too close to a roll. They need to just be a roll. Because you can't go backwards, kids. Put them back in. Take these failures off first. Shit! That's so hot. I was worried they'd be too salty. They're not salty enough. Well, yeah, I don't know. Because when you make them rolls, they're really, really chewy. I think these are edible enough the way they just are. You're good enough the way you just are, honey. Okay. All right. These definitely could have used more salt and more lactic acid. Because I'm not getting like... They're supposed to be cheddar sour cream. No, cheddar chive. And they're very chivey. But I wanted them to have almost a sour cream kind of quality. They don't. I do like that. I thought the fork would help and it did not. I need to slice these up and put salt on them because they're just not salty enough. Oh well. You boys tune up. I know it. They'll cut easier when they're cool. I promise. Woo! Woo! Just little hunks of these in a salad. Yeah. I think there's 26 to 28 grams of protein in 3 of these because the Vital Wheat gluten is 23 for a serving just on its own. And I think it's like 120 calories. And then you add the nutritional yeast, which is the Trader Joe's one is I think 3 grams of protein per serving. And the whatever the other one is, it's unfortified, is like 6 or something. So I'm going to guess for these, each of these is, I'm going to guess 26 grams of protein. So now I'm going to make something really weird to go alongside these because I'm a daily person eating this particular thing that I'm about to make. Guess what? It's oatmeal. I do 1 serving of oats. I used to do 2, but it's 150 calories per serving. My guess is that is 40 grams. And then I do a half a serving of flax seeds, which I think is like 8 grams. And I'll probably do well over 2 servings of this cocoa powder because I am a chocolate hoe. Woo! Open up. Oh my God. I honestly don't even know why they make zipper closures because they never work. They almost never work. Soy milk. And I do 2 servings of this. Each serving has 9 grams of protein. And it makes it nice and creamy. It looks monstrous right now though. All right. And quite obviously salt. You need it. Okay, as it's cooling, it's getting a more cooked meat texture. Before it was crazy. Scary. What y'all don't know is there is just a litany of dirty dishes over here. Not to be pictured. Oh no. Woo! There's a little brown. That's okay with me. Mash it real good so that it distributes really well and sweetens your oatmeal proper. The oven's still making so much noise. Even if like when you turn it off, it's still like the fan's running or something. I truly wish the lighting in here were better. I'm really sorry. I need a rubber spatula. My money ate. With me spatula. Oh no. See what's happening now? The heat's too high. And this shit can't bubble over. Like risotto, agitating it like this makes it creamier. And these are quick cooking oats, so they will cook quick. You kind of want to put them on a low heat just so they don't scorch at the bottom. You can see there's already scorching happening on the sides. I don't really want that. Waste not, babe. Even on 4, it's still just a bubbling crude. That needs another banana. It do. But these ones I only just got yesterday from Trader Joe's. So I guess I'll just slice her up, sprinkle on top. God, this makes me want some nuts on top of this. But I'm going to cut right now. Can't have nuts, sorry babe. Or peanut butter, oh my God. Probably at this point, you can turn these off. One thing about me, I'm lazy. I'm not putting this shit in a bowl. Oh God. Ah, that looks like a spine. Oh my God. Chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate. Over the bridge from Flushing to the Sheffield store. Hi. Okay, so this is where I eat. The TV is like, it's right there. I watch it while I eat. I don't have a guest. Sorry. And then this is my eating pillow. My most special dinner guest, breakfast guest, lunch guest, brunchy dinner lunch guest. And here's how I do it. I get my UV glove and I eat it right out the pot. And I get my little trivet. This you kind of have to scrape because the oats and the soy milk want to stick to the bottom. And it gets really like gunky on there, but it tastes really good, okay? On the sides too, it does this. But I don't know, like these pots are just really, they get really hot and they stay really hot. I think these Le Creuset has some kind of ply at the bottom. Not really sure what they're made of because I got them secondhand. Oh, I kind of crushed my bananas up. Here's a nice hunk. Love a good hunk. I love it. Well, that was breakfast, lunch thing. I don't eat till noon. That's the only way I've been able to maintain my figure. That banana might have mashed. It's kind of nice to have little slices though. Hunks and chunks. And this is like, that's the right texture to me. Too thick and it doesn't feel like you're eating oatmeal. Too thin and you feel a little bit like not competent to eat because it like dribbles down your chin. I hate that sensation. More people have watched me pee than have watched me eat corn on the cob just because of how the butter will dribble down on your chin and then like the shit gets in your teeth. I'm very weird about looking weird and gross and unattractive while I'm eating in front of others. In private, I'm savage, okay? Don't care. Don't give a shit. TV time. Whoosh.